So you better study like it, and you better actually have a passion for it.
Exactly.
If it's not like that, then it's completely not worth leaving your family at 3 a.m. in the morning. So
Hey guys, it's Shalom or Shalom, depending on how you name me, and today is a 6 Girl Talk. I'm here with my 2 best friends,
Rachel, Yesha,
and we're going to be talking about how to be independent. So our first point is going to be about how you don't need a man or any materialistic thing to be your source of happiness. So I think we can all speak out of experience that if you require someone else or something else to fill you, you'll just end up being more empty than you already were, if you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Like seeking, it's very destructive to seek validation in someone else, because then it's like you're worrying about how so many other people think of you, when really the only person who matters is you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait. Oh, okay. So basically, I think that a lot of girls, whether you're in middle school or high school, a lot of girls tend to look at other people's opinions, their perspectives, what they think. Oh, maybe if I wear this foundation, this mascara, I'll be liked a little better, appreciated a little more. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, that's not the truth. You should be valuable to your own self without that Born This Way foundation, without that, Maybelline mascara. You should be valuable to your own self, and you should be able to wake up at 2 a.m. and look in that mirror and tell yourself, hey girl, I love you, and I don't care if anyone else does or not, because I know I love you, and that's good enough. Oh,
there you go.
Okay.
But yeah, all of that's so true.
And I feel like it's hard to apply this one, because sometimes you think like, oh, if that guy liked me, or if I had all these friends, like you look at other people and you see their life, and sometimes
sometimes you get sucked up in it.
You wish to have that source of happiness, but that kind of gets you into this kind of hole and pit of being unsatisfied.
Cycle,
unsatisfied with your life. And when you're looking at that, you're kind of blocking your way of happiness. That goes into the next part. In order to be independent, you have to enjoy your own company and embrace the single life rather than being insecure. So a lot of times we see like the single life as something like, I'm single until someone cuffs me, or I'm single until like this.
You don't think of it as like having time with yourself, and it's like you're helping your own self grow. It's like you think of it as like negative. Oh, like I need to have a boyfriend. I need to have a boyfriend now. All my friends have boyfriends, or you know what I mean? Like people around me, like, oh, it's Valentine's Day, I need a boy, or it's prom, I need a date. You know what I'm saying?
It's homecoming, I need a date.
Exactly. When really it's like, why waste your time trying to find something else to like a person to make you happy when you need to be making yourself happy? Like if you're like, why are you so obsessed with finding a boy for a date or something else? Like you have people around you, you have friends around you, and if you don't have friends around you, then you have yourself, and yourself is going to be the most important relationship you ever have in your life.
And honestly, I can literally tell you, if you don't love being around yourself, if you don't love your personality, who you are, then people won't care.
Then how are you going to expect others to love you? And at the end of the day, no matter if you have your family, you have your friends, you are all you have.
Yeah.
Like, for example, if you're going off to a university, which I am, and where you won't know anyone except for, like, maybe one person, all you have is yourself at the end of the day. So your health, your diet, your body is the most important thing to yourself, and your dreams should be on top of your priority list, because you are the most important thing in your life, and you are all you got.
And when that's your goal, people notice that, and they see the confidence in you and how you love yourself, and that will naturally just draw people to you, honestly.
And people will respect you because they respect yourself. If you're wondering why people around you aren't, like if you don't have any friends, or you don't have just anyone talking to you, then maybe like look at yourself. It doesn't have to be totally your fault. Maybe the people at your school just suck. Sometimes that happens. But you should also look at yourself and look at yourself and be like, man, am I respecting myself? Do I love myself? Because if you do love yourself and you respect yourself, or at least practice those behaviors, then the people around you are going to notice that, and they're going to respect you.
One of the biggest ways I feel like for finding your purpose, your dreams, your goals, your ambition, is to find something you love and are passionate about. Like sometimes whenever you're just sitting there and you're like, I could literally do this all the time, it makes you really excited, makes you really on fire for whatever you're doing. I think that's what you should really like invest in and make your goal. And obviously sometimes it's hard to see that, because you've been told that these things are your hobbies. Like, for example, I'm very passionate about music, and all my life I've been told that that's a hobby. It's not something.
And it won't be a real career, and it's hard to,
But it's also like, this is how I think of it. If you're gonna be a lawyer, how much time in school do you put in that? A lot.
Yeah, a lot.
And the same way you have to treat your passion. If you want to be if you want to be a YouTuber, or if you want to be a musician, or if you want to be a doctor, whatever you do, you always have to treat everything with as much hard work and ethic that you're going to treat the other thing that are more socially acceptable. Like if you don't treat it like, or if you don't work as hard as
And
you
if
need
you don't
to,
take it seriously.
yeah, you can't just be like, oh, I'm passionate about this, but it's like a hobby, so I don't really need to take it seriously. I have natural talent. That doesn't
No.
get you
Yeah, you can't
anywhere.
wait for anything to just come
So,
to you. You have
like,
to work.
For example, as a pre-med kid, a lot of kids just want to do medicine or ultimately become doctors or surgeons because it gives you a lot of money at the end. Like it's $200K, and that's a lot of money. But at the end of the day, med school is studying 8 hours a day, and you have to be truly passionate to ready to be studying medicine at the end of the day. So for example, when I study, like whether it's like biology or anatomy, whatever it is, I study as if a patient's life is in my hands. So you better study like it, and you better actually have a passion for it. If
Exactly.
it's not like that, then it's completely not worth leaving your family at 3 a.m. in the morning. So you better actually have a passion for it.
Exactly. There are so many people who are doing so many careers, or are pursuing so many careers that they're only in it because their parents or their family want to do it.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, oh, my parents say they want me to be a doctor, they want me to be a lawyer, they want me to be an engineer, so I guess I'm gonna be that. But it's like, if you don't like that and you don't have passion in that, then you're not gonna be a very good doctor, lawyer, or engineer.
Exactly, because there's no passion behind it.
Exactly, and you're gonna suck at it. It's like the way you go into class, like, think of a class that you really, really hate. You just go through the motions, right? And if anyone asks you 2 years later how to do, like, if they give you a sheet of paper with, like, say, biology on it, and you hate biology, you think you're gonna remember any of
No,
that?
you won't,
No,
'cause you
because it
hated
didn't
it.
matter to you. Exactly.
And that
But
takes out the happiness, the kind
Exactly.
of goal, the ambition to continue. I feel like everyone in this world is capable of making a change in the world, but it
Yes.
depends on how determined and focused you are. And if you're just carrying out someone else's dream than your own, you're just gonna be stuck in this unhappiness. Like,
yeah, you have to focus on you, and you can't let just, if you want to do music, you can't just let it fall in your lap. You have to work for it. If you want to do music, then make your own music, make equipment, get those like free apps where you can play the piano, or get GarageBand, or, you know, software, or, you know, go on SoundCloud, release music on SoundCloud, apply for a college that does it, you know what I mean? And just work for it.
and so I think what's also good to keep you in that mindset is to have good role models to look up to, because whenever you see those role models and how they got there, then it encourages you. Like, for example, Superwoman. She worked so hard to
Lily
get to
Singh.
Lily
where-
Singh, yes, amen,
Yes.
right there.
Bless
she
up.
worked so hard to get to where she is, but people never see like behind the scenes. Like, how
Yeah.
much work did she put in? How many scripts? How many video ideas? How many hours did she spend recording? How many time like spending to edit her videos, uploading all these things? Like, there's so much that goes.
And now look at where she is.
Exactly. There's
Me
so
and
much.
Yesha, we were watching a movie last night, and then we just see Lily Singh in it.
Yeah.
We're like, what
Yeah,
the
that
heck?
was crazy.
She's just in here now.
She met all her role models. She held firm to what she believed in her dreams, and look where she is now.
Like, her dream was to meet The Rock, and what do you see a video of a few years later? I met The Rock.
It's because
You
of her
go.
vision board, though. I think it's really important to have like a vision board where
Yeah.
you have all your ideas, that
Clear
you
goals
wanna-
and ambitions
yeah,
that you want to
that
achieve.
really helps
Yes.
having a vision board.
And honestly, she basically like worked hard for what she wanted, and she stayed humble. That's what I was trying to
Yes.
That's what I was saying.
Yes.
She stayed humble.
Cocky does not get you anywhere.
She-
No one likes a cocky person.
She stayed humble. She knew where she
Yes.
came from, and that's what makes her so admirable. It's like she has this good character, and which makes her a good role model for if you want to do anything like what she's doing, or if you even just have her as a role model. This girl literally just has good character, work ethic, and is a good model to so many people. And so I think that it's good if you, whatever you're pursuing, like if you are pursuing like art or something, find a role model who does that and with good ethic, good character, and
But also don't try and live up to your role model, because
Yeah.
remember that you
Yeah.
and that person that you're looking up to, you are two different people, and
Exactly.
you do not have to. Their definition of success and your definition of success could be completely different.
different, yeah.
So they might have different goals and things to achieve than you do, and that's okay. Whatever makes you happy should make you happy. Don't get hung up on what everyone else has or is achieving, because at the end of the day, it's not about them; it's about you.
And while you have that role model, also find people around you who you can support, other people who are in the path you want to go, and encourage them too. Whatever's working for you, encourage them, and have a group, a support group.
Yes.
A good core people who you say, this is what I'm working on, this is my projects, would you support me on this? Because if you have a support group, like I got these two, I got my family, like have those people who are going to push you and motivate you and encourage you.
Yeah, you need people to lift you up. If they're not lifting you up, if they're not motivating you, then maybe it's time to rethink that.
Because there's hard times. There are times where you're like editing a video and you're like, no one's gonna see this anyway, so why should I do it? There's like, especially like YouTube, when you started, like when you first started, like there's literally like
you get like actually 2 views a video, and you're like, what's the point?
Like all two of them are you. It's you.
I can't even explain.
But
literally,
like,
yes.
You can't get anywhere unless you have a start, and you have to have that start. And so I understand that it's gonna be hard. So you need to have that support group that continues to lift you up and motivate you and say, I believe in you. You can do it. Keep going. Push on. Because nothing comes without like
hard work. Like for example, when I wanted to apply to FIDM, the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising in Los Angeles, I was just so like beaten down about it because the entry project was stressing me out, because it was just stressing me out that maybe they wouldn't like my work or anything, and I just was so hung down about it, and I was like, man, like why even try? Like why am I even doing this? They're probably like not gonna even like it, you know, like my designs aren't as good as these million other people's. Like I look at my role models and they're just doing amazing things, and I'm like, man, I don't measure up to that at all. And, you know, I told them, because they're my best friends, and they were like, Rachel, what the heck, like, you like this, like, this is your passion, you love fashion design, so just do it, like, what's the worst they're gonna do? And these girls sent me motivational quotes every day. I would say, I don't want to talk about, they, like, other people, they would be like, oh, how's your, like, FIDM project going? I was like, oh, it's, like, fine. And they'd be like, oh, okay. But, like, these two, they're like, we want checkpoints. How's your FIDM project going? I'm like, oh, it's okay. It's like, no, we want to see checkpoints. We want to see work. How is it today? How is it today? Like, they're asking me every single day. They're like, how far are you today? Let me see some of your work. Okay, this looks good. They'd try and help me if they could.
And like, where are you at now? She
exactly,
got
now I'm accepted.
Yeah, got accepted, and she's going there.
Yeah.
This coming fall.
So at the end of the day, I feel like true friends, when you study and when they see your work ethic, they will actually appreciate that.
Yes.
Than rather missing and going out to the movies with them or something. They'll actually appreciate that you stayed that night in and studied instead of going to the movies with them.
And make sure you yourself appreciate your own work and ambition. Because you, like, at the end of the day, people, like, leave you, people die.
Come and go.
People just you don't know where people are going to go. You know what I'm saying? It's like, these two, I'm going to be moving to another state, and I won't have these two with me. But it's okay, because I know I'm going to have myself also.
Exactly.
It's like, I know I'm going to be okay with
at the
me.
end of the day.
Exactly.
Exactly. Okay, guys, I think that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I'm so glad to have Rachel and Yesha with me for this video. If you want to see more girl talk, stay tuned next Saturday at 4 p.m. Like this video, subscribe, comment down below if you want to add anything.
And watch part 2 of this video on my channel, Raycraft, and follow Yesha's Snapchat.
And because I don't have a YouTube channel yet.
But she has lit vlogs on Snapchat.
Yes.
All the socials will be in the description below. Stay independent
And stay blessed! Hold on. Sit.
Good morning!
Oh god. It is not morning anymore!
Sorry, good afternoon.
Are you in the thing, Yesha?
Yeah.
Okay. Whenever I say a comment, then we'll okay.
And make sure to say part 2 on my channel.
Yeah.
Snapchat.
You add it into if I forget,
yes,
okay?
Yes, at the beginning, I'll say it.
Okay.
Comment below.
No, I like hers. I like hers though.
Then how does she do it?
She just does, you know, subscribe to Girl Talk, wait for next week for another Girl Talk, you know, subscribe, like, stay blessed, you know, all of that stuff.
Oh, then stay blessed.
She said stay blessed.
Yeah.
She did.
No, like at the very end.
Oh, okay.
I
Stay blessed. Bye.
Do you wanna do? Okay.
Okay, we can do it again.
This time I'm looking in the camera.
Get in the view now.
Okay. Yesha, do you want to cover the camera since you're closer?
I mean, we don't have to.
Yeah, no, just say stay
Just
blessed.
stay blessed
Okay.
at the end, like after.
Generic.
Okay.
I do.
Young, dumb, broke high school kid.